Hello, Shalom Ola. Welcome to my channel. Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell here, Sacred Dragon in the house. Excuse me. Yeah, here's my 007 uh, channel right here. This is where I'm doing predictions, talking about the world, things to come, things happening that I see psychically, intuitively. I've been on my spiritual path for 32 years now. And so I've been on point before with predicting things. It's something I like to do. Um, see how accurate I can be. Today we're talking about China and Russia for 2021. I made some other predictions on my last episode 007 for this year, which talked about Trump and what's happening there. And I have more information about this country coming up here. And another taping, obviously not this one. This is dedicated to Russia and China. And, as we all know, this is a very challenging time on the planet. It's a very challenging time in America. It's not like it used to be. All the tension, the violence, the prejudice. The grand old parties turned into the good old boys in some way, and we've got this division going on with good and evil. Honestly, we're so lucky as Americans that the rule of law has really saved us here, because we are talking about China and Russia, these dictators. Now, China, I guess we're in bed with them for a lot of money. The outcome of this year working with China is going to be negative for America. Now, I don't see them nurturing our money issues coming up here, possibly. We're going to be feeling betrayed by China between now and the end of this year, this winter, fall or winter. And that could be with military challenges. So China has a plan that they haven't really totally expressed with us. Now, maybe Trump knew that with Putin, because those three guys were all in cahoots together. It's a known fact. Trump just tried to take over our country through a coup of some sort. We know that there was just a coup done recently in another country. The planet's in a 5 cycle, so that's not really, really good. We'll talk about that on another episode. Going back to China, yeah, it's going to be difficult for a couple different reasons. Number one, we have the Wuhan incident, which I feel still has to be looked at. We have scientists there now, thank God, that Biden has kind of reactivated the pandemic department, him and Obama had, so they got scientists down on the ground to look at this stuff. We're going to find out that there could be more problems with that country with viruses. We're going to find out, really, it's my psychic feeling that that's a cocktail made by China, and we're going to be disappointed coming up here with possible information on that level. Possibly, too, we might feel like they haven't really included us in their agenda in some way, and that could be with not only with pandemic stuff, but with economics here in the world, and also with power, because it's a power struggle coming up here, I feel, with China. Biden will do a good job in negotiating and getting us back on track, but I feel at some point the Trump administration really just let China do whatever they want. Honestly, there's a lot of talk about what he did and didn't do, but we know that on a military level they've been doing things that they shouldn't be doing. We know on a humane level with these camps and stuff that we hear about, they're reprogramming Muslims over there, man. Is it that bad? You got to move to China. It's so interesting to think that China's such a beautiful country. We get feng shui from China. We get martial arts, kung fu, all this great stuff from China, but their government sucks. And there's people dying over there from hunger. And that's why I believe that whole COVID-19 obviously was around in labs way before this became a problem for us. This seems like it was a cocktail, because in China it overlooked all the youth and just hit the old and the ill. And then it came here and transmutated. We had 2 strains here, one from China and the one transmutated from Europe. Now they say we have these other strains here that, from Africa now and other parts of the world that are here in America. So this is a very interesting time. We've also entered the age of Aquarius, which is going to bring some new communication for us, and maybe the era of airborne viruses on some level. So China's negative for us this year, um, in different ways. Um, Talking about Russia, I also feel too that China and Russia are in cahoots in some way, working together, which would only be natural. I don't feel like Russia has the edge that like they used to as far as control. I feel like Putin has his own problems right now in his country, and that's obvious. But um, I also want to say tonight that we have a Russian spy in our government in the House, the Capitol somewhere. There's a Russian spy in our government put in there, possibly by the Trump administration, and that will be coming out, I'm sure. But there is a Russian spy. That's the first thing I wanted to get out here. Younger person. We do have the edge over Russia, honestly, just by being true to ourselves here. They're going to get caught doing some stuff that's going to make our government mad, and we're going to intervene on them. We have the edge over Russia. They cannot overpower us. Now, with the last administration, Russia could pretty much do what they want. Trump and Putin had private phone calls. It's my philosophy that Putin trained Trump or educated him on how to divide our country, have the parties go to war, kill one party, have one party, and do whatever you want. I mean, that's how democracy's killed, by division. So I feel like this is the age of karma. We're in a new age here. The old ways are outworn. People don't want to be treated like this anymore around the world. They want humanity. They want democracy. It's called humanity. So you can't lock somebody up and put them in prison because they're your opponent and they're talking truths. And it's really about the truth today rather than just exaggerated lies like stop this steal. There was no steal. We know that. We know that there's a lot of racist groups out here that have been in this country for a long time that are now really at the top of their game because of the last administration here. Proud Boys, etc. But they don't realize that they're working for Russia. And that's the sad part. Even these Republican senators who are refusing to impeach Donald Trump or convict him or want the Donald Trump party to stay, they're really in cahoots with Russia, and they don't see that yet. That could be considered treason, to be very honest with you. When I say Russia's going to get caught, that's going to mean with intellectual information that they've received from us from hacking and things of that nature. There will be more evidence of that coming up. There's also going to be more problems with Russia in regards to them trying to control other countries like Croatia and places of that nature. We know that at some point, Russia's not going to do any more nuclear stuff, I don't feel. But, they are going to be hacking as much as they can. They're making deals with, North Korea, China, as I said before, to keep their ball rolling. But I feel our country's going to put the squeeze on them just a little bit more and humble them, so to speak, because they're not as powerful as they think they are. That's really all I have tonight on this particular episode for Russia and China. Nothing real more there. I do feel that I did want to say that there could be some more strains coming out of there this year if they're not careful. I want to say that this is a time for our country to get back in diplomacy and be a part of what's going on. Maybe something with this South Pacific deal with these countries doing business. Maybe at some point when we get involved, there'll be some changes made. Biden's an experienced politician. He'll do the job. I feel very confident. I sleep better at night knowing we got a new administration. I feel like if we would have not had a new president in the next 4 years, we'd be like Russia and living in that kind of country. So I just thank the Lord God Yahweh for that information. We're also in a 5-year for planet Earth, which means that most countries should be feeling more adaptable and cooperative and be looking at new ways and doing things and creating money and energy. Oil can't sustain us forever, and we know that. So it's important for us as a consciousness to get into the green zone and work with other countries to do that. I don't see us going to war with Russia. I don't see us going to war with China. And I honestly don't see us going to war with Iran, even though I didn't really study Iran that much. I don't feel that's going to happen. I feel that really nobody wants a nuclear war. It's just like nobody wants to be broke, and that's why currency was created to keep everybody thinking about one thing, making money. And for money you'll put things aside, honestly, in some way. So I hope everybody enjoys this information this night. I hope what I'm predicting this night will come true. Um, but like I said, I don't see any real threat with Iran at all. I feel we will get some cooperation there. And there's a lot of talk in politics, money going back and forth, and this and that. And as Americans, we should let any country intimidate us, Iran or otherwise. There's been problems with them taking hostages in the past and things of that nature. We know that they're also suppressing their country right now, but everybody's suffering from COVID. They got to be doing terrible at some point compared to what we've been doing, and we've got 500,000 dead already, easy at that point. So those three countries, that's what I see. Nothing real major, thank God. Now I'll be looking at North Korea next and talking about that, and I also will be talking about um, our country and the revolution that's going on right now, the civil war that was created by Donald Trump and the Ku Klux Klan and Proud Boys and all these white supremacy groups who've been wanting to keep the Confederate flag alive and keep that old way of thinking, plantation way of thinking, actually, which is not going to work anymore. It's just like saying a woman can't have an abortion. It's like, who are you to tell a woman what to do? This is the time of galactic, of cosmic thinking for all of us. We need a multicultural government. We don't need a bunch of rednecks from the South dictating on what we should have and shouldn't have, because they're really not going to give us the people what they need. They don't even want to support welfare for people to have basic human needs covered. So we've got to get beyond that type of thinking, get into this galactic thing of the universe and the whole world working together to feed each other and to create prosperity and new ways of thinking for energy. That's what it's all about. This is the new age now. And one aspect, it's the new age of the old ways. And I say new age of the old ways because, like, I'm into the mysticism of Kabbalah and back to the Ten Commandments. Maybe I'm all about Yahweh, Sacred Dragon, that West Coast magic in my house. And then there's the new age of new information. And in this current age, we will be getting a quantum leap of information, I'm sure. This is going to be the age also of interstellar contact. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you've seen this channel, I'm sure you can see my podcasts I'm doing. They're also available on Spotify if you're traveling, driving. I've got a great album out called Time Has Come by Travis Tidwell. It's been played all over the world, yes. And I'm happy to promote that today with you. My email is going to be on the YouTube channel. If you want to contact me, please subscribe. If you've seen this video, I'm making these predictions. We'll see if they come true. Keep tracking me. And if you have anything specific you'd like me to look at for you, please leave me a message. I can only hope and pray what I have shared with everybody would be a blessing, a benefit, and a service. God bless you, your family, your pets, your friends, your loved ones. So be it. Many blessings.